What's going on, everybody? I am Wesley from In Connection TV, the network, and you are here, and we are all here with Mr. Mike Peele, great choreographer on YouTube.
I try.
You try.
I try.
What was the face like?
Because I was making fun of you while you was talking.
Really?
I wasn't making fun of you. I was like marking.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. You gotta excuse me because I get nervous when the camera is on. So I know I'm serious. So I might tend to go like this a little bit or whatever. But, everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. I can't complain about anything. Busy working.
I see it.
Very blessed. So
yes.
That's always a good thing.
Tell the world where you're from.
Originally I was born in Brooklyn, New York, but I was raised in Detroit.
Okay.
So that whole up north.
Okay. Any brothers, any sisters?
Yeah, I have quite a few brothers and sisters, but on my father's side.
Okay.
I'm my mother's only baby.
Okay. So are there any other dancers in like your family?
No, nobody's in entertainment. My mother used to be.
Okay.
That's where I think I pretty much get it from. Like she was a dancer, she was in glee club, she was a cheerleader, she was this, she was that. So.
Because I was going to ask you what made you start to want to dance? Like, where did that come from?
Her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, like my mom, you know, I just said, like, you know how your mom put you in front of everybody, whatever your talent is, go ahead, baby.
Right.
So my mom used to put me in front of everybody. You know, I used to do Michael Jackson and MC Hammer over and over and over.
Yeah. So,
like, just getting that talent and everything from her, and pretty much what made me want to dance or entertainment, period. Yeah, I studied like Michael Jackson a lot, that's everybody's thing.
Right.
But then I studied people like Debbie Allen.
Yes.
And you know, just different movies. So like a movie, like I was born in 1980. I don't want to put my age out there, I'm just saying. But like Little Shop of Horror,
yes.
and, you know, and then the first Grease,
yes,
and what other movie? School Days.
Yeah.
So I just used to study stuff like that, and you know, all types of movies, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And,
yeah.
You know, so it kind of just went into that whole thing. But I actually wasn't a dancer at first.
What were you at first?
I was into production.
Okay.
Behind the scenes. So I was into the directing, producing, and writing. I wanted to create movies and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Which is what I did. I had some opportunities or whatever, but people started finding out about the talent. Like, oh, you can do this, you can do that. Yeah. So I kind of went to the forefront of the camera. Yeah. And try to get my superstar on.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun though.
That's what's up. Did you go to school for dancing, like to really train and?
No, what the hell? No, this is joking. No, I didn't. I didn't think it was necessary. Not taking from anybody that's taking dance right now or getting a degree in dance. I just didn't feel like I needed a degree to tell me I knew how to dance. I know I can dance.
Right.
That's what classes are for. Those were, and I didn't take class until my first formal dance class was back in 2003.
Wow. And
even to this day, more now, so I do try to make sure I take other people's classes just to keep that memory fresh and, you know, support other dancers and choreographers. But I was not going to get a degree in something that I definitely knew how to do already.
Right.
And I could just go and take a class and learn more. But my degree is in multimedia, film, and TV production. So anything from editing, like I said, video production, shooting, everything I know how to do. Okay. So I'm like, even when I put up videos on YouTube, I edited everything. I edit my own pictures now. Yeah. You know, it's a recession, so you know y'all need to learn how to do stuff yourself a little bit.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to know how to do all of that, because if you have a vision and you see you know, certain things that you want to do.
Yeah, and nobody really knows your vision like you know your vision. Like you know how you want to be portrayed and what you want to see, how you want to look. So, and I'm very,
controlling.
I'm very controlling with that about what's put out about me or what I put out, or how I guess I'm perceived or whatever. So, having control of that really helps.
Yeah,
really helps.
What brought you to Atlanta? Dance 411, is that like the popular class dance studio?
Yeah, Dance 411 Studios is one of the popular dance studios in Atlanta.
Okay.
So it's Gotta Dance and Dance 101 and a couple others.
Okay.
I actually transferred colleges in 2001. I went to Wilberforce University, which is the first black private institution. Okay. I went there for 2 years. Kind of felt like I did everything. I was in all the talent shows, all the fraternities and sororities wanted me to choreograph this, and you know, you doing black homecomings. You know, we got artists, so I was opening up for artists. So at that point, I just was like, okay, you know, Ohio is not really much to do, and went to Atlanta 1 year and was at the National Black Dance Cheerleading Competition. And I did a solo piece. It was at the Woodruff Art Center. Okay. And I beat out 14 girls and 1 boy. And I saw this all-male dance team from Morris Brown College called Black Male Dance Team. And I was like, yo, I want to be a part of that. Because I was dancing with a bunch of girls. So I was like, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. And the guy told me, with no scholarship, his name was Carvel Bennett. He said, if you come to Morris Brown, you don't have to try out. I said, okay, cool. The next year I was in Atlanta. And from there on, I never really looked back. So college actually brought me to Atlanta, and it just progressed. So
interesting. So what made you start doing YouTube? Because everybody has seen, if you haven't, you need to see his videos on YouTube, but you have like a lot of views.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to go into the YouTube world to do your videos?
Actually, I was kind of being, which is never a good thing, I was being a follower a little bit.
Okay.
I was following, one day I was on YouTube and I think I saw somebody's video and I was like, oh, you know, got pretty good hits. I was like, oh wow, you know, stuff like that. Then I started looking at other people's videos. And to me, it was a market that I had not tapped into.
Right.
You know, MySpace was all, you know, all
right.
this and all that. So I was like, you know, not thinking about marketing myself. I just wanted to put out choreography that I had particularly did for classes.
Right.
To generate more people to come to my class. And so to speak, all hell has breaking loose because it's like, you know, I have people from the UK and from Japan and from everywhere. It's like, can you come here? Can you do class here? Can you do that? So I'm very careful, and I don't know that everybody else knows. I don't put out the videos for sake of hits or I gotta hurry up and spit out a video because it's been forever. And I don't do that. I genuinely want to share what I just did. So every class I do, I don't even take. It's just something about maybe the choreography piece or just that night I happen to have my camera and I'm like, yo, let's take this. And then I'm looking at it at home and I'm like, oh wow, you know, and I put it up.
Okay.
So everybody that kind of has followed me and you know, like it is a blessing. I appreciate it. But it has created great opportunities too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a couple of people that have booked me on jobs and movies to choreograph. So
talk about the movies that you've been in, because they may not know. And
if you won't know, you've been sleeping under a rock.
Yeah.
No, I was just joking.
So go ahead. Let us know.
Yeah. Do we gotta do this? Okay. I've been in Step Up 3D. I've been in Stomp the Yard. I've been in Jackass 2, which I played a stripper, which was hilarious.
I need to see that.
It's trust me, it's like at the end, like they do this big dance montage, and it's at the end, it's crazy. It's crazy. I actually, I can't think of all of them. I did a ton. It's a blessing. I think it's like maybe eight.
That's awesome though.
But I'm the Lord of the time.
What is the?
Because I want to. You ever get to a place where you know where you want to be or where you're gonna be,
right?
And you're always striving for more.
Okay.
So I'm at my age right now. I'm trying to sit back and enjoy what I've done.
Okay.
So like when I put out stuff like, oh, I just did this, it's not for bragging's sake. It's like, oh, okay, wow, that was a blessing. I'm so quick to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I want to move to the next thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I did Medea. I think my first movie was Medea's Family Reunion.
Interesting.
And I was an extra. So if you ever go back and look at when Lynn Whitfield pulls up to the country club, and there's a guy in what we call a monkey suit, but a tuxedo, and I'm standing there like this, and I'm the guy who helps her get out the car.
Okay.
So I was all psyched. I was in the movie theater like,
it's silly.
no lines, but just open the door, let her out, pull off.
That's what's up, though. That's awesome. Like, what would you consider to be like your most memorable
job?
Yeah.
Or my most memorable job as of right now are two. I've been in New York for about 6 months now.
Okay.
And before I moved here, I had my first DVD, hip hop DVD, had just come out, and we were having a launch party. So I got booked by a choreographer in LA. His name is JR. He's Jennifer Lopez's choreographer.
Okay.
And I got direct booked for the American Music Awards when she performed. So I'm psyched. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, I'm there. Well, the same time as the rehearsals were the DVD release party. So I had to cancel and tell him I couldn't do it. Now, I moved to New York, so I think I was in New York for about maybe 3 weeks. Okay. And I booked Madonna. So, I love Jennifer Lopez, but there's no but. And if JR sees this, there's no but. But it's like J-Lo, Madonna. Right. So it just went, you know what I'm saying? That's so awesome. That was very memorable. You know, we were on set and I said, I leaned over to Madonna and I said, "You're amazing." And she stood there, she batted her eyes and she said, "Thank you." She turned back and she looked back at me and she said, "Nice ass." And I was like, okay, that was the first time I've ever felt violated. I was like, I don't know how to feel right now. I don't know what's going on.
Madonna said you had a nice ass.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm in the football uniform, so I'm like, do I bow? Do I say thank you? Or do what you know? But that was very memorable for me. So that and the last year I got to choreograph my first feature film, which I spoke that into existence because I had just said, I was like, you know what, before this year's out, I'm going to choreograph my first movie.
What was the name of it?
It's called Papa. It's a huge Korean movie. And it's not particularly a dance movie, but it's about pretty much this girl who has a manager. She's trying to make it to this big talent show. And it was shot in Atlanta and Korea. So it was like, I didn't know how big it was until we finished shooting and I Googled all of the actors and the actresses. And the lead actress, I mean, we were in rehearsal, she was so sweet. Everybody, the director was so sweet to me and good to me. And I looked and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We're so consumed in USA, right, New York, wherever you're from. Right. And, you know, you don't think about what else is out there. And it was amazing. Like, I think it opened number 4, number 5 at the box office. It was really good. So I'm very excited to see what else is gonna go on this year.
So talking about your DVD, okay, we have to mention this right here. has worked with some very popular choreographers. Some of you have seen him on America's Best Dance Crew, i.e. Jungle Boogie. He's worked with Sean Bankhead. He's worked with a lot of individuals, and some of those.
Sims, Chuck Maldonado. I'm sorry,
keep naming. I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't do that. Definitely do that because you need to.
Because these are other people that I really like. Jamal Sims is my boy. That's my big brother. He has put me on gigs, and I've been able to learn from him. And people like Jamie King, who a lot of people who are not really necessarily in the dance community don't know. Jamie King is a beast. Like, he's a big time director, choreographer, whatever. So there's a couple of people. I just had to name drop them.
You need to, because we need to know who they are. What made you decide to do the DVD? Like, who said you need to do a DVD and you went out and decided to do it?
The masses.
Yeah.
We've been coming out with a DVD for the past 5 years. Actually, Cindy and Ed, who are owners of Dance 411 Studios in Atlanta, came to me and said, okay, this is the project that we're doing. This is what we're putting together. And we want you to be the first instructor here to put out a DVD. Awesome. The production was amazing. The energy was amazing. Everybody that showed up. Like every job, it had its, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It had its moments where I was like, this is not
what you want to do.
It's not. I'm such a perfectionist and I'm so hard on myself. I want it to be a certain way.
Right.
But when you're not steering,
right,
and you're kind of the passenger,
right,
you can't tell the driver exactly.
So with everything that you know how to do with the directing and the editing and the producing and all that, when the people were holding the cameras and all that, did you find yourself wanting to be like, no, you should be over here?
You should be getting this angle. Or when I saw the finished product, I was like, why they didn't have the swoop down that we did? But at the end of the day, like I told you before we started the interview, I just looked at it in its entirety maybe last week, and I actually like it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty hard on myself, so I try not to look at pretty much anything that I've done already. Right. I kind of just do it and move on. But I like it. I like it.
I think about when you think about the majority of people that watch you, they're not all dancers. You know what I'm saying? There are people that love dance. There are people that are wanting to get into dancing. So like me, I like to dance. I want to get into dancing. I used to do the choreograph workout classes a while back. I took his class 2 weeks ago. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. But I'm that type of person that gets excited watching, somebody that I like that does choreography. I like to watch them. So the intro scene to this DVD is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it leads into the DVD, and you get the feel of everybody getting ready for his class, and they're all waiting for this big guy to come through and just really, and he comes through like a boss with a little microphone on and everything. He's like, I'm here, so let's get it started.
And it looks so staged, like.
But that's what it is. Like, everybody knew they was coming to do the DVD and coming to support or whatever. So I think it was cool, to be honest. I think it was cool, and the quality visually, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look cheesy or anything like that. The quality is there. And I like the way that it was put together. They have the DVD broken up into segments, so like if you want to see specific parts of the routine, you can. But it's good.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I do. Actually, just one of the things that I liked, how it was broken down, and it's good because with a DVD you can always go back and forth. Like, okay, I missed that, but it's broken down so well where you can't help but get it. Right. You cannot help but get it. And just, even in classes, and like when you came to my class, I always try to tell people, first of all, everybody's not a professional dancer. Everybody.
Look.
No. He came in and stood on the wall while everybody was stretching. I'm just saying. saying?
Listen,
on his phone, you know.
I was tweeting about it, and y'all, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know that I was tweeting about it while I was in the class.
To be dancing.
I was, because I told this dude, like, you gonna come up here and I'm gonna do your dances and I'm gonna show you all. But it's this one part in his routine where he incorporated this damn spin, and I'm just like, I had on these shoes that was not allowing me to spin on the floor, and it wasn't working, and I looked straight retarded doing this damn spin. And I just like, all right, I'm not gonna do the spin, but the routine was hot. I think I did everything else.
No, you did.
For the most part.
And everybody hates me because I tend to do. I like to
spin. Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so 5, 6, 7, and turn. And
right.
Like, man, come on, this is like the 12th turn. Like, come on, so.
Yeah.
I mean, what you did.
What I'll say to y'all, like, if y'all are in New York and y'all know about DNA. Y'all need to come to his classes. He's very interactive, and he started off the class like, all right, everybody, y'all need to introduce yourselves to one another, because I'm kind of like the antisocial person, believe it or not, and I can care less about everybody else in the class. But like, he forced us to get to know each other, shake hands, and all that, and it kind of brought me more so into wanting to do the routine and wanting to get to know these people, because they were sitting there trying to struggle with the moves just like I was. And this one girl was like, she made me laugh. This one girl was like, how do you get the whiteness out of the arms? Because there's this one section where we have to do this move and her arms is like up here, and she straight up had the little white bounce. And she thought that I had the rhythm, and she's like, well, how do you get the white bounce out? And when she said that, I died laughing. I was like, really? I don't know. I just lean with it, I guess. I don't know. But the class was fun.
But and it's supposed to be. And
yeah.
I think that I think that when you go into a dance class, no matter if you are a professional or you're not, you should be learning and you should be having fun. And it's taken away nothing from my other choreographer counterparts or teacher counterparts, but I hate classes where it's like an audition. Classes are not auditions. Granted, I think all of us as choreographers may see somebody in class that's like, oh wow, and talk to them later and say, I want you to do this gig with me. Right. But it's too many kids now who come to class with the wrong mentality, and they're so evil towards this person and that person, and it's just like, this class is about learning. Like when you went to school, regular school, you're supposed to be getting an education, you're supposed to be learning and having fun and whatever. Not just what it is, like it's just no respect. So I tell everybody when they come to my class, introduce yourself to the person that's next to you, because that's what you're going to be dancing around. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, even the most talented dancer will mess up, or will, if I give them a move and I say, okay, you got the move, now feel it in this song, and they don't understand that, and it's just like, I feel like so many teachers and dancers need to go back to a Debbie Allen class where Debbie is like, okay, now, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know. So,
he be hitting it on you, because if you don't get a move, he's like, all right, stop, do that over, let's get that back, and he'll do it again and again and again until he feels that you got it. And then at the end, of course, everybody has to do the routine that we just did, and I wasn't doing no damn routine. I was sitting my little ass down on the floor watching the guys go up, and everybody was looking at me like, Aren't you gonna get up there? Aren't you gonna get up there? And I'm like, no, I'm good.
On his phone, tweeting, like, no, y'all go ahead.
Right, yeah, like y'all look hot.
Yeah, have a good time.
And of course, when the three guys, because it was only four of us, when the three guys got out, they murdered it. And I'm so glad that I didn't get up there, because I just would have made it look a hot mess. So those three guys, they're awesome. And then the females, they murdered it. Like, it was just awesome. I was trying to record it, but this one girl was looking at me like, what, you recorded? And so I had to, no, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, but I'm the only one. I make sure that, I try to make sure. It's been some people that have snuck by in classes wherever I teach that will tape it.
Yeah.
And I try to tell people, do not tape my class. I'll tape it and put it up, because I want everyone to get on tape and look the fool. Because you know, you be I mark it sometimes. I be like, I'm tired. So, okay, all right. And I've had some people catch me and they be like, oh, you see this? And I'm like, I was marking it. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't put that out. So, one of my things I always tell people is get your money worth. If you pay to come to my class or anybody else's class, get your money worth. Like, don't give up. Just keep going. Even if you mess up, you don't pay $15, $9, $10 for the class. You might as well stay on out. So, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. That damn spin. So I'm going to. You're teaching tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yes, I am teaching.
I'm coming tomorrow.
Y'all hear that?
Are you doing a spin?
Is the spin in the choreography? I don't think so, but don't quote me.
It'd be that damn spin. I'm gonna make sure I have on some sneakers that will hopefully allow me to spin. Yeah, I'm gonna try to work it out. And if I get the routine, then I'll do the end part where the guys do it and the females do it. But I'm definitely coming tomorrow. So what brought you back to New York?
This sound like you about to get what? You stop, and it sound like we about to get serious. About to get some serious questions. Now here we go.
What brought you back to New York?
What brought me back to New York? It was time for a move. It was time for a change. I was on tour, and I had been talking about moving for about 2-3 years, and it was either going to be to LA or New York, and I'm not an LA boy.
What describe an LA boy to me?
I'm not an LA boy. Not everybody in LA, because I have a lot of friends in LA, but it's very pretentious and very.
I've heard that.
You know, and to me, I'm not a party kid, so I don't do a lot of partying unless it has something to do with my career or some friends are like, okay, you know, I don't club a lot. You know, if I have a group of friends that are like, oh, let's go out, hang out, you know, cool. Right. So to me, other than if you're not in that whole I want to walk the red carpet and I got to be seen, it's boring in LA versus New York.
Right.
New York, there's so many different. It's like a melting pot. So many different people, so many cultures, so much to do. So I'm not an LA boy, but I love LA because I love the work and then I love the people that I know there and the grind that they're on, and I respect it. And the weather's nice. So I like that, but New York is just so much of a hustler mentality. You got to keep it going. You got to be on your stuff, because if you're not, the next person will come in and swoop with that job that you're trying to get, or that idea that you had. Somebody probably has it. It's probably 10 times. It's probably not even 10 times better, but they just beat you to the punch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and even though I've come here, you know, doing different jobs, it's different when you live here. So, you know, I was just like, you know what, I want to move to New York. Somebody told me last week that they don't believe that this is my final stop. They think I'm thinking like maybe 2 more years you're gonna move. You're gonna move again. I think you're gonna move to LA or whatever.
Okay.
But, you know, only God knows.
Right.
You know, I love New York. I absolutely love it. The energy, I absolutely love it.
Being in this dance industry and the entertainment industry, do you find a lot of issues with being black, getting a lot of work?
Yeah, it is. Depending on, I guess not even depending on the ram that you are. It's everything from modeling to even choreography, because you kind of got to take it. It is what it is. You know, for different jobs, they might say, okay, we only need 1 black guy. Right. And like you got 15 white guys, 1 Puerto Rican, and 2 Asians, or Asians are really big right now. So like 3 or 4 Asians, and you know, you're the only black guy. Then that black guy can't look too intimidating, or you know, all of that. So
how do you deal with that?
For me, I had to learn how to not look intimidating. Because I'm not trying to, like, what y'all see is...
It's kind of hard to do that.
But I'm me 24 hours a day.
Even when I came upstairs, right, to this particular studio, you got Brother Man here with the dark shades on, with a heavy, nice-looking sweater, leg up, and he's just like, what's up?
I was chilling. But everybody, and see, I'm telling you, and now this is going to create something, because I try to I'm not like this, and the people that really know me and that are close to me, I'm not like this with everybody. Conversational and open, because I just can't be, because of you just can't, and you can't always be open to everybody. Right. And with this, this industry, I had to learn how to tone it down. Like, I'm not trying to be anything. This is me 24 hours a day, 100%. I'm not changing for nobody. But now when it comes to a job, it's like, oh, we want you to look more commercial. So I have to do this a lot. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I can't look too, my body is not going to change. So I have to soften up my face, like, oh, you know, be kind of jolly and, hey, how are you? You look, oh, it's so good to see. I have to sell that. Right. So, and which is fine, because you have to be likable. You have to be likable, and unfortunately, the first thing they see is this, so they don't know your personality, so they can't get past this. Right. Your personality won't ever show through. Right. So, that's that, and with the whole, it just is what it is. You got to find your niche and work it. Okay. You just got to find your niche and work it. You can't fixate on oh, you too dark, or you this and you that. Like, it's jobs that I can't get because I'm too masculine. They want a softer type of guy, or vice versa, or you're too big. I'm so sick of hearing that. You're too big.
I can understand that, too masculine. When you watch his videos, it's like you would not think that this dude would even do a dance video or be doing dance or choreographed dance, because when you look at him, you just think that he's playing football or he's beating up somebody or something like that. So it's like when you watch him, and then when I look at his videos, I'm like, all right, he's able to like move and spin and do all of this. And
now don't get it twisted.
I'm sure you will.
Get it twisted. No,
I'm sure you will. But it's very interesting to see him in that light. So obviously, he's been featured on aconnectiontv.com, and you see all the sex appeal and the pictures and all of that. So like,
and we're gonna get to that too.
Yeah, we need to. Okay, so when I finally met him, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, okay, I just need to see him dance. I need to see how this works. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, like a lot of people, have that closed mind, and they just need to get beyond that and really see it. And so that's part of the reason why I was standing up, just looking, because I wanted to. I'm here now. I'm actually viewing him, so I want to see how he does it. And then, like, he's a very likable guy. Like, he's very likable. I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, I don't feel intimidated anymore. I don't feel that, I'm gonna get punched in my face if I, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a cool guy. And it's like you just need to come to his class.
Yeah, like, you know what I have, at my age now, I'm just not walking into and accepting who I am, what I offer, what I bring to the table, just Mike Peele and everything that comes along with me. So I can no longer force myself to be anything that I'm not. So you know what I'm saying? So when people say, oh my God, you're so intimidating, I look at them like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. But I know the perception. If I'm walking, I can be walking down, I've walked down the street, and it's just, like, I'm not the angry black man, everybody. I'm not the angry black man. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I can be your best friend. Some of my friends call me a big old teddy bear, but it's like, I'm cool. Yeah. Just as long as you don't cross me, we good. Yeah. We're absolutely good. So, I mean,
So, being in the limelight, okay?
Am I in the limelight?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I think that once you put yourself on YouTube, you are in the limelight. That's how I look at it. As far as that goes. And so
it's nice to be there.
Yeah. So, like, do you get attention that you just do not want?
Yes. See how quick I answered?
Yes, you did. You came really.
You know what? If it's not just my work, but through YouTube and however people know me, whether it's through they follow my career, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, it's fine. My fan page is fine. It is what it is. This is the life that I've wanted as far as entertainment and I'm doing. The attention that I have received that I do not like is the whole internet thing where people take your picture and use it on some of the most craziest sites that I have heard about, and I have had well over 1,000. It has to be 1,000 emails since this whole social media thing, of people taking my picture and putting them up over here. Now the blog things, I don't really care about. I don't want to say I don't care about. That's fine. Like the rate me and he's this and he does this and this and that, and they're putting up this picture and saying, oh yeah, he's done this and that. That's cool.
Right.
But I've had people on these dating sites, on these chat room sites, and recently I was in the studio, coming out of the studio, somebody stopped me and said, oh, I talked to you online before. And I was like, what? And I was like, I don't know you. And they just went on, yeah. And is your name Mike Peele? That you're a choreographer, you're an actor, da. And I'm like,
wow.
What? So I literally, this would be like the 12th time that I have had to go to a site, unfortunately, or have my agent go to a site, write them and tell them, take my picture down, or just however you got to do, delete this person because they're, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some people say, well, take it as a compliment, but when you have people come up to you that's like that in public, like, oh, we know it, and I'm like, no, we don't.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't do any type of match.coms or nothing like that. That's number one. And number two, no, bro, no. Like we clearly don't know each other. Like, and I no, we can't. So that is the attention that. But it is what it is. Right. It is what it is.
And it comes with the territory. Exactly. Like, unfortunately, it comes with the territory. You get a lot of positive response and you get a lot of negative response.
Yeah.
And it happens to a lot of us.
But you know what? I will say this: the negative responses, the positives outweigh the negative. And if there is negatives, they don't too much get to me.
Right.
Like I don't hear about them. I don't see them. So I'm sure that they are out there for every 10 people that like you, there's probably 20 that don't like you for no reason.
And I definitely think for you guys out there, like I'm a personality online, he's a personality online. If you guys are trying to do that, you need to have confidence in whatever it is that you're deciding to put out, to know that if somebody does give you negative feedback, that you're not going to even see that. You're going to be blinded to it because you know what it is that you're working to do. So let's talk about sex appeal and this body that you have and the fact that you go to the gym and
sex appeal and Mike Peele does not. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. When you look on his Twitter, a lot of the ABIs or ABIs, I call them ABIs. My best friend says ABIs. A lot of the things that he puts on Twitter really showcases his exterior. Okay, so
it's like maybe 2 pictures.
Yeah. Okay. So he knows, right? So when you look, you're automatically like, wow, okay, interesting. So what makes you work out the way that you do? Like, do you go to the gym like every day or every other day? Like, what is your workout routine?
Well, my workout routine is I go to the gym every day. Regularly, I go to the gym every day. Between Monday and Sunday, I probably take maybe 1 or 2 off days, depending on what my schedule is as far as gigs or whatever the case may be. If I'm getting ready for anything where my body has to be shown, whether it's photo shoots, videos, or what have you, I will go to the gym twice a day, every other day. So I will go very early in the morning and then go again in the evening. I'm pretty much, my family's from the South, so I like to eat. That's just what it is. America, I eat. That's one good way to get to my heart. food. But I don't eat like fattening food like 24 hours a day. I don't eat fast food a lot. I like restaurants, but I don't like fast food a lot. The gym is, I was always fascinated by how you could transform your body into whatever you wanted to look like.
Okay.
When I was younger, then I found out that half the guys that I was looking at were on steroids.
Right.
So I did not go. Let me say this: I am not on steroids. I've had a couple of people, are you on steroids? No, I'm not on steroids. So
you are a big guy.
Yeah, but I'm not on steroids. Not by any. I don't take anything. I don't take anything.
Okay.
Nothing. But God rest his soul, my uncle passed years ago, and over the course of the years, he would gain weight and whatever. Wasn't really that active. So when he died, it changed a lot of me, and I started exercising even more. So I'm not in the gym to look good in a t-shirt or to look good taking my shirt off. I promise you. And the honest to God truth is this. This is the honest to God truth, you guys. I am very body shy. So if you listen,
Wait a minute.
I'm very body shy. The only reason why you see pictures of me that are up where my shirt is off or where it's a little,
or where you're leaning on the wall and you're like,
and then I'm like, it's because one, because of the photographers, and two, because I kind of gotta play that game, like those pictures or whatever. But I will say this: I'm very, like I said, I'm comfortable. I'm getting extra comfortable with Mike Peele as a whole, so I'm more able to try different things with when it comes to photography, or kind of like. For the first time, I took my shirt off at a beach. This is 2012 and 2010. I took my shirt off for the first time, and I cannot believe I'm telling you this because I know it's going to be online. I took my shirt off for the very first time on a beach in public in 2010. And any photographer that I've worked with has had to go through hell in the beginning to get me to take off a shirt or to do this and this and that.
Wow.
So, and I'm very careful of photographers that I work with. I don't work with every photographer to take my pictures because I don't trust all of them. Right. And I also don't want to be seen just as, oh, he has a really nice body. So if you notice, all my pictures are not just. It's not like I got nice headshots up, you know what I'm saying? Fully clothed. And
go check out michaelpeeleonline.com to see if he's telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
I'm just saying.
By the time they check it out, because I'm updating my website right now, so by the time they check it out, it probably will be a little bit more going on.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you got it, you got it.
And that's true. I think, and I will say this, and that's getting to know who you are. Yes, if you got it, I don't want to say if you got it, flaunt it, but if you got it, and I always tell people, my tweets, I'll tell people, it's always something sexy and beautiful about everybody. So you might not have what society thinks is the best body or the hottest body, but you may have beautiful eyes, you may have beautiful teeth, or your personality, or whatever is sexy about you and beautiful about you. Flaunt that, like rock it, rock that, like walk into that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does not have a 6-8 pack. All women are not slim and look like this celebrity and this celebrity. Like the world is different. So I feel like everybody. I know this is real after school special shit, but everybody is beautiful. There's something about everybody that is very beautiful, and they need to celebrate it. You don't have to. I hate when people are like, I'm trying to look like you. No, you need to look like you.
Right.
You want to look like me.
Right. Just enhance yourself.
Yeah, just enhance what you already have.
Yeah. That's what you need to do, people. But still go check out his website and see the pictures.
Yeah, because it's about to be some new ones shot.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah,
I'm just saying, I'm trying to get comfortable with myself. Oh, they about to come. Oh, it's about to be right. No.
OMG. Okay, so y'all see this man, right? Very cool guy. Y'all need to get to understand what he is doing. Where do you want, like, what is your ideal dream thing to accomplish within your life? Like, I know you're happy, I know you're comfortable, I know you're confident, you're doing your classes, people are involved and come from all over the world and want to see you on YouTube. What is it that you want to accomplish that will finally make you feel like, yes?
I don't know. I'm serious. One of the things I know, I just want to be able to continue to make my mother proud and kind of take care of her where she really doesn't have to really worry about anything. You know, I try to do a lot for my mother because she did a lot for me.
Right.
So stuff like that, and of course I want to continue to succeed and do great things with projects and everything. But this is gonna sound like an after school special, but I really enjoy, with all of that, I really enjoy being able to inspire other people to do whatever. It may not be dance, it may not be acting. It could be somebody sent me an email 2 days ago that said, I found out what I wanted to really do in life and I don't feel like my life is worthless. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That makes me, me really happy. But with career-wise, I definitely will keep going to the top, and more movies, more all of that.
I gotta see all of your parts on these movies. When I heard you mention Stomp the Yard, I was like, I did see that movie, but then again, I wasn't looking for him, so maybe.
Now you're gonna have to. I was Mute Gambler's Eye, number 16. Darren Henson played my big brother, so we were the bad guys. I'm all through the movie every time you see us as a whole. But in one of the scenes, I'm with Darren at the club when him and DJ start battling. I have a green shirt that says Brooklyn across it. And then there's a couple more scenes, but anytime, like I was a principal, so anytime you see all of us,
right.
I'm right there. So,
I think that is so awesome.
Yeah, like it's you could not have paid me to think that half of the stuff that has happened so far, like I know we can't go through everything right now, but like just on a day-to-day basis, like this is my 9 to 5, this is my life, and there are so many people that would wish that they could get up in the morning and do what they love to do. So it's dope. It's really dope. It's good.
Yeah.
Life's good.
That's good.
Life's good.
Besides all of that, what is the one thing that you want this world to know about you that they don't know, or that you just want them to know?
About me?
About you.
Wow. I think the one thing that I would want them to know is that I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. And nothing about me is perfect. And that's okay.
Okay.
And the reason why I say this is because, I get a lot of people that's down on themselves about whatever they look like or their talent or whatever. I just want them to know that there are people, or there's a person who's doing all of this stuff who still has, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to tell y'all this, but who has insecurities, who's still growing, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to let them know is I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
I think that's good for everybody to hear you say that, because when they see you in movies and they see your body and they see all of this good stuff about you, they're just like,
he got it made.
Yeah. It's not always like that.
It's
not. And I think I'm glad that you said that, because it's good for people to hear that. It definitely is.
Yeah, the same problems that a lot of people have. I say on my Facebook, I say a lot of stuff, and I put it out there because that's either what I'm feeling or what I think that somebody needs to hear. And it always comes back like, I needed to hear that today. And, I don't care as big as I will get, I'm not perfect. I'm not. Nothing about me is perfect. So, it kind of is what it is. And I tell anybody, you either gonna take me for me, you gonna take this, you gonna either like it or you gonna leave it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like it or leave it. Like it, love it, leave it, hate it. I don't know. I don't care. And I used to be a person that really cared about what people thought and what people said. And when I turned a certain age, I said, I don't care. I really don't care. And I think that's something that everybody needs to adopt.
Yeah. Adopt, yes. Adopt as similar connections despite our differences. He said the best word that he could say on A Connection TV, because that's what we do. We adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I just want to bring up one thing. He's mentioning age a lot, and he's flinching when he says that. Age is nothing but a number. And I want you guys to understand that it's all about what you go through life that determines the level of experience and maturity that you actually have. Because I could be 35, I'm not. But I could be 35 and I could be very immature and rude and arrogant and all that. Or I could be 40 and I'm not. And not be working and, not have money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter how old you are. Just make sure that whatever age you are, that you're experiencing life at the end of the day. Yeah. What happened? I'm just saying, I'm not that old, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not that old. Everybody knows how old I am, so we'll just leave it at that. But everybody knows that I'm a kid at heart too. So when people see my videos and they're like, "Aren't you? How old are you?" and you're acting like that, it's because I haven't gone through some of the things that people think that I should have gone through already at the age that I am. So it's like when I finally go through it, I'm experiencing it for the first time.
I mean, you know what, you do you.
Yeah.
Just do you.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
So that's, at the end of the day, your shirt should say, "Just do you."
Just do you.
You have a nice sense of style too.
I'll try.
Point that out.
I really try.
From sneakers.
We're getting out right now. Sorry.
From the sneakers to the sweater to that. Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, gracious. Thank you. Well, I do want to tell you before we go to let them know to look out, because a lot of people just think I'm YouTube did Mike. So I have reels, my choreographer reel, actor reel, 2 more different reels that are coming out that will show my work and what I do. So and make sure y'all go to www.mikepeeleonline.com. Check me out. Check out all of this stuff, the pictures and all of that.
I am Wesley from A Connection TV, y'all. Thank y'all so much for checking us out. Love you. God bless. Good night.